Hi, welcome to the first program based on the original poetry database. So logically and pretty unimaginatively, I'm just going to call it the OPD show. Before I say anything else, I just want to thank all the people that have offered support and participation in the project. It really means a lot, and I think in time the database will grow and it'll become a really good thing for the community and for anyone who likes poetry in general. So I really appreciate that. I've got a few updates on the database. The first is a group. I've started a group on my channel which is going to include all the videos from the database, and feel free to join that. That's open to anybody, not just people that have participated in the database, but anyone who enjoys poetry, writes poetry, reads poetry. That's open to all. You can start as many topics as you want, take part in as many topics as you want. Join, invite friends, don't join. It's there for you to take advantage of if it's something that interests you. The one thing you can't do at the moment with that is add videos. For the minute, that's just going to be videos from the database. As it develops, depending on what you want and the feedback I get, we perhaps can categorise the videos depending on as the response grows and the database gets bigger, or maybe you might like to include vids from poems that inspire you, well-known poems, your favourite poems. There's lots of different ways we can take it. That really depends on how it grows and how it develops and what the kind of feedback I get, really. So feel free to take advantage of that. The second development is with featured artists. I've been featuring on my channel poets and poems from the database. But it's been a bit unorganised, really. So what I've decided to do is with each one of these programs I'm going to have a featured poet. We're going to hear a little bit from the poet, we'll hear some of their poetry, and the poem that is featured on my channel will coincide with that. So for example, today we're featuring a poet called Deantown. It's a really great poet, and you'll find one of his poems featured on my channel, and if possible I'll get a statement from him, and that'll be featured on my channel for 1 week. And I'll do it that way so that every time I feature a poet, they're featured on the channel for an equal amount of time. I'm probably not going to make one of these programs every week, so when the week's up I'll probably just either feature this program or actually the database itself. Okay, so that's basically the two developments I've made with the database. Please do give me any feedback that you might have, any thoughts. Really the project is what we make it, and the community spirit behind it is really the whole philosophy. I'm eager to introduce you to our featured poet today, Deantown, but before I do that I'm going to show you a short promo for a really cool program I've just seen recently. It's called Audio Prophecy. It's based on a database as well for original music, and it's made by ModernOracle, and he's doing some really cool things for original music and original talent on YouTube, so take a look at that. Yeah, definitely check that channel out. I'm sure you'll love that as much as I do. You've probably heard enough of me talking now. I'll jump straight into some words from Deantown, our featured artist today. He's a really cool, talented artist, so he's a really nice guy, so be sure to drop by his channel, submit if you like what he's doing, drop some comments, and just generally just send some encouragement his way. Here's some words from Dean. Thanks Dean, it's an honour to have his first featured poet on the programme. That's my favourite bit of the programme coming up now, because I'm really happy to present you with a couple of poems, really excellent poems written by Deantown. I don't want to get in the way of them too much, so I'm just going to enjoy the view and enjoy Dean's words.
In different light, seen by a mindless eye, 1/100th of a second's worth returned from you, and burned itself unconsciously into a milky film emulsified to keep forgotten memories. It fades untouchable, yet clearly portrays all that I lost. You bleed into the background as you never did in life. I knew there'd still be a shot of you on the roll of film that somehow remained. I'd burn all photos. One used film got through all the rage with our love badly framed. I put the film inside an envelope, along with hope, regret, my details, check, and curiosity on how I'll cope with seeing proof of what I cannot forget. I got a film for free in return for moving on enough to want to see what I'd lost and what there was to learn from pictures of you taken by me. There once were more, so carefully arranged, I'd burn again if I could. Nothing's changed. In a forest that on the dead feeds, flakes of names fall and are forgotten. The place they marked now covered by weeds, the dead sucked through soil when rotten. Swallowed by root, exhaled by leaves, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen returned. And so it is this solemn place breathes, with those we've buried and those we've burned.
Thanks for watching the first OPD programme. Thanks especially to Deantown for being a featured poet today. You'll find links to Deantown's channel and anything else you've seen on the programme. You'll find links to all of it in the description box. But most importantly, just keep writing, keep sharing your thoughts and making the community what it is. And remember that every voice has something to say. Thank you. As an added little thing for fun on the side with this programme, I thought basically what I'll do is each time I make one of these programmes, I'm just going to present a word. It's just a random made up word I've pulled out of thin air basically. And the idea being is that if you're wanting to write a poem or you can't think of any ideas and nothing's coming, I'm just going to throw a word out there each time I make one of these programmes, and basically you use that word as the title and just see where that word takes you. Just a little food for thought if you've got 5 minutes and nothing better to do basically. So have fun with that or ignore it completely, that's entirely up to you. But if you do, make sure you do add it to the database if you do come up with something. That would be really good to see what you come up with. Okay, so the word for this week is hope. Every voice has something to say, every one of us, there's a poet in all of us, so just keep expressing yourself and making the community what it is and supporting each other, and yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.